Hey guys, this is your girl SolieSims and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video in Paralives. Guys, yes, this has taken over my life. Now, this build drove me crazy. Let me tell you why. Because I never experienced all the glitches that other persons have been complaining about as much as I did doing this build. My roof disappeared, my stairs disappeared, my items on my walls disappeared, my I don't know what you call it, but I was trying to make this white border, so like I had this big a white, I don't know what you want to call it, like a shaft or column that I had rotated, and that disappeared, only to find out later on whilst I'm building and I'm zooming out, I'm zooming in, that it had gone above. It drove me crazy. I will tell you that. It drove me crazy. And there were several times when it happened, even after I saved and I just held my head. I was so frustrated doing this. But in the end, it worked out, and it worked out pretty okay. And I'm happy with it. I'm glad with how it turned out. So I don't have a family who lives in here. I don't have any idea of who lives here, but I know that it's a teen female and maybe a couple, because I did a 2-bedroom, 1 shared bathroom, open concept living, dining, kitchen area in this house, and of course there's the outdoor seating, etc. This is my official first full building in this game, and I did enjoy it. I do enjoy the creative freedom that is given to us. I was just so frustrated by all the bugs with my stuff disappearing, but it's overall still a very good build game. It's I shouldn't say just build game, but you know, guys know what I mean. Like, it's really good for building. It's really good for playing as well, though there is a little bit of stuff that we have to work on, understandably. Well, not we, they have to work on, but it's not bad. It is not bad. Now, my roof started off like this. It does not stay like this. I think when I came back in after I had signed out, that's when the roof and stuff had disappeared and I had to flip it. So I think I flipped it the other way around, and then that worked out just fine. So anyway, like I said, it's a 2-bedroom house. I think I did a gray and pink theme in the teen bedroom, and I did a blue and white mostly, I guess, in the parents' bedroom, and then the rest of the house is pretty much neutral. For the landscaping, I did a whole bunch of repeating patterns for the shrubbery along the edges. And the other thing I think that they could probably work on as well is the terrain tools in regards to like the painting for the brown grass, etc. It's very hard to get the edges right the way you want to, and then just to be able to adjust the softness of it so that it's not overly bright or overly dark, so that I can lighten it up a little bit. I know layering is not an option, and I'm completely fine with that. I'm fine with not being able to layer, but I would like to be able to control not well, the size is controllable, but the saturation of the terrain paint, particularly for the color paths and stuff like that. And guys, if anybody out there does modding, and they can give us a little bit more options in regards to the terrain paints, I mean, in the ground cover, not necessarily the grass, etc. I don't care. I don't know. Just give us some more if you can. I would love to see a little bit more options for that. I have so many ideas for what I feel like could be or should be added to the game, but I'm not a modder. I'm tempted to try just for me to get the stuff that I need, but at the same time I know that it's not really for me. I think I don't know that I would have the patience. So I appreciate you modders out there that do that, because I can imagine how much work it takes to get these things done. Anyway, so this house, I did not realize that there was a path directly to the beach from the back of the house. So when I went into the back and I realized that, oh, hey, you can get to the beach down there, I eventually decided to fence off the area to prevent maybe other paras from walking through there. And so I fenced it off, and I was able to add in a little bit more trees, close off the space a little bit more. Of course, I'm sure paras will still be able to walk through because there's no gates really. So the opening to the back and to the front, I mean, they can just walk right through my yard. Piss me off. Trespassing. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. But in the end, I did do the fencing. I did add in some trees, etc. in the front as well, so just something to make the place look a little bit more organized and lived in. I added 2 bins to the front of the house, and I got CC mailboxes, and I added 1 to the front as well. The back the back deck is just a bench, the cooking grill, and then the table, the lunch table in the back where you can sit and eat, etc. And the other side of the house, I decided to just put like in the corner, like some shrubbery placed right in the corner, etc. And then I did 2 full garden planters where I added pumpkins and maybe some type of spinach or something. It's a plant that I literally sunk into the ground, but I thought of it like maybe like spinach or some other type of greens, etc. that were being planted there. And in my mind, it's probably fall, hence the pumpkins. But I mean, you don't really need it to be fall for you to have pumpkins anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's what they were growing. The tones, as usual, for me, I think is a bit more of on the pastel-y side. I really need to try to get out of my comfort zone and do something more with bolder colors and see how I do with that. I wanted the teen bedroom to feel like it was actually a teen living here, and it was not just just any random para teen. So I went with, like I said, the pinks and the grays. I did a window seat with that was right in between 2 bookshelves. I did a patterned wall, which was the feature wall, and then everything else was, all the other walls were gray. I did put in a single bed. I also put in a cross-sectioned desk. I'm not sure if that is how it's called for you guys, but you guys will see what I mean, that I put it in a cross-section desk. And that was pretty much it. Just a few little knickknacks, etc. Some of which, like I said, I had to redo everything because on that one wall above the bed, which you will see, simply because my I don't know, the game glitched out and some of the things disappeared. For the bathroom, it is a shed space. Like I said, it's just an ordinary bathroom. There's not too much to speak on about that. The living room, dining, and kitchen area is the next space that I did, and I did a lot of browns in there, browns and greens in there. And again, I think the flow of the space and the way it all ties in turned out very, very well. There was a rug, or there is a rug, and I have not tried it with any of the other rugs as well as yet, I should say, that came in the festivities portion of the came into the festivities portion of the clutter items, and it has like tassels towards the end, and it was able to go in the middle of my table, and I used it as a table runner. So that, I think, is next level, because there's so much you can do. You can either choose to have it in plain colors. I kept it checkered because it was like a deep red and like a black checkered rug, but oh my goodness, I really liked it. I was so pleased about it, and it worked. So there we go, we have table runners, guys. I just use the tool. I don't know if I used the tool, I can't remember, to stretch it out a little bit just to see how far it could have gone. And yeah, it turned out well. There's not that much upper cabinet space in this house. I didn't want there to be too much clutter or anything like that. I just placed a few things on the counter, and of course everything is accessible and yeah, it runs really well. I'm not going to go ahead and talk throughout this whole video, guys. I'm sweating my everything off. Okay, I'm literally in a room with my phantom off just to make sure that that does not come through the mic, and it's running down me right now, the sweat. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did. Be sure to check out the other videos that I've done for Paralives and let me know what you think. I will see you again in my next video. Bye.